everyone in the name of Jesus Christ. Respected agents, teachers, parents, my dear friends. Today, I'm going to talk about the Bible verse, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So what does Jesus mean here by light? What light is shining from us? Is it the light we see at daytime? No, Jesus is not talking about any physical light. He's using metaphors to help understand the spiritual world using physical things known to the people at the time. We can see Jesus using the words light and darkness throughout his various speeches. The meaning of light in olden days was the knowledge of what is God, and Jesus says, "Seek God in truth and you will find." And the people who do so are called children of light, as it's in Luke 16 verse 8. Then what is darkness? It's ignorance of God, and this ignorance leads people to do evil things in the name of God. As Jesus says in John 16 verse 2, they will kill the people thinking they're offering a service to God. And he asks, what God is he serving? Jesus teaches his disciples that it's pure ignorance thinking God needs blood. More than 80% of people in the world believe in God. But do they all know the true God? This can be understood from their works. We hear a lot about wars, famines, and riots going all around the world, and all these things are coming from ego, anger, lust, and greed, which are all from the evil. And the people who do these things think that they're offering a service to God. This is called ignorance of the true God. Then what is the work from the true God? It's a person who does the will of God. How do you know it's the will of God? It's through Jesus' teachings and following his footsteps. For Jesus came to this world to teach us the will of the true God. Jesus says in John 8 verse 12, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." So if we follow Jesus, we will become like him, and will see the true light, or the true God. So then, what is the good work from the true God? It's forgiving others of their wrongdoings and being patient to everyone, loving your neighbors as yourselves, and love your enemies too. Don't judge others, caring for the needy and the poor selflessly, and praying and fasting so that we're not led into temptations and or ignorance. And once we practice all these things, we will know the true God. Once we know the true God, we will be called the light of the world. As Jesus says in Matthew 5 verse 13 to 16, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." In John 1 verse 5, it says, "The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not overcome it." So, this is the reason we all need to be the light to everyone who lives in the darkness. Otherwise, the darkness will overrule, and we can see the devil's works in the world. And, as children of light, it's our duty to overcome the complete darkness of this world. This will result in a peaceful, loving, and beautiful earth. People sharing and caring for each other will make the earth as Jesus prayed, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." So then the earth becomes like heaven. So I'm concluding my words, saying that once we do our duty of following Jesus through our thoughts, words, and deeds, slowly people will realize the true God and understand the nature of the true God. Thank you for listening to my speech.